martial arts win. Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. Now, I talked about Keith Thurman in the first video. Of course, you guys know Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao is going to have a showdown in July. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to cover that fight. I kind of want to watch that fight around, you know, my people, the homies and shit. But then again, if, I have to go out there, I'll go out there. I'm still debating, Now, at the end of the day, let's talk about Manny Pacquiao, the flip side. It's a pattern with Manny Pacquiao that a lot of his so-called fans do, in particularly his Filipino fan base and, the colonizers, a.k.a., the clear people, a.k.a., who. It's always, whenever he wins, you have these morons, oh, give him his credit, give him his credit, give him his credit. Come on, he's one of the best that ever did it. Yeah, well, Manny Pacquiao is an all-time great. I admit that. He is a great fighter. He's an all-time great. You know what I'm saying? He's paid his dues. But do I have him as one of the greatest? Fuck no. But he is an all-time great. I will say that. People have accused me, oh, man, why do you hate Manny Pacquiao? Man, fuck y'all, man. Real talk. I told you I'm different from everybody else, man. I told you I don't cater to a certain group of people. I don't cater to blacks. I don't cater to Mexicans. I don't cater to the colonizers. I don't cater to the Asians. I don't cater to no particular group. What I say is what I say. Either you're going to like what the fuck I have to say or you're not. Either way, I don't give a fuck because I'm still going to say what I need to say. But let's talk about Manny Pacquiao's fans. They love to do that. Like I said, when he wins, it's all good. But when he loses, it's everybody else's fault. It's the same with Oscar De La Hoya. They got an already excuse made for him. Oh, well, he lost because of this. He lost because of that. They never want to give the other guy that beats him his credit. They was talking all this shit about Floyd was going to get beat. He was going to get knocked out. He was going to get taught a lesson. Like I said, because real talk, a lot of the instigating between the black and Filipino community came between that happened between us was because of the colonizers. They kind of pushed this narrative, just like when Floyd said that shit about Manny Pacquiao, which I think got blown out of proportion. They tried to turn it into a racial thing and all that type of shit. But at the same time, none of these motherfuckers was talking about some of the shit that Filipinos was saying about black people. How they was saying Floyd was a coward and all that type of shit, and tried to put the blame strictly on Floyd. As much as I hate defending Floyd, even though Floyd doesn't deserve for me to defend him, I have to do it. It's my duty as a black man and my duty to check these motherfuckers when they say bullshit. It's always been an excuse when Manny Pacquiao loses. Manny Pacquiao fans, most of them could give Floyd his credit. Floyd beat him. He beat him fair and square. I don't want to hear that shit about a shoulder injury and none of that bullshit, because it's a fucking lie. It's a proven fucking lie. Just like I went off on that punk motherfucker that tried to come on my live stream talking about Manny's shoulder was hurt. No, the fuck it wasn't. Don't you ever come on my channel with that bullshit. But nevertheless, let's just talk about it. How many times have you heard that happen? When Manny loses, it's all good. When Manny wins, it's all good. But when he loses, it's always excuses made by his fans. Oh, well, this happened. Oh, Floyd ran from him. No, he didn't. Floyd was coming forward the whole fight. Except when Manny Pacquiao occasionally got him against the ropes and he still wouldn't do shit. He would let Floyd off the hook. When he couldn't hit Floyd with nothing flush, he'd start backing up. Oh my God, Floyd might counter me. That's the reason why Manny Pacquiao lost the fight. He was spooked that Floyd was going to land something that was going to put his lights out. I saw the fight. We all saw the fight. But this happens all the time. Now, let's get to the current fight that's about to happen in July. I guarantee it. Now, just back in January, you heard all these reports. Manny Pacquiao looked brilliant against Adrian Broner. No, he didn't. Oh, Manny Pacquiao looked great. Oh, my God. He did not look like he was 40. Looked like he was 40 to me. Oh, he was sensational against Adrian Broner. Bullshit. You heard that from his fans. They tried to call themselves, trying to come on my channel saying I'm hating. Yeah, I'm always hating when I'm criticizing a fighter that, that ain't black. That's the only time I hear that bullshit. But they came on here trying to talk shit and they got gorilla checked. You know what I'm saying? And I ran their ass off my channel. But they always do that shit. So, I guarantee you, if Manny Pacquiao loses to Keith Thurman, but Manny Pacquiao was 40 years old. He was 40 years old. He was too old. He shouldn't have been fighting. He should have retired. But now just keep in mind, he just fought in January against Adrian Broner. And they said he looked sensational. But if he loses, then he's going to be 40 years old. How many times have you seen that happen with Manny Pacquiao fans? Just flip-flop. They never give the winner his Oh, well, Jeff Horn didn't win that fight. Yes, he did. Manny Pacquiao asked for a different set of judges to review that fight, and they still had Jeff Horn winning that fight. So guess what? Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao. I don't give a fuck about Teddy Atlas. I don't give a fuck about Skip Clueless when it comes to boxing. Skip Bayless is not qualified to talk boxing. He's a moron. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and I think to a certain degree he's an undercover white supremacist. Anybody that take Skip Bayless serious when it comes to boxing, you're a fucking idiot, and you don't know shit about boxing, and don't try to discuss boxing with me. Any motherfucker, if you ever come on my channel saying, well, Skip Bayless, I'm instantly blocking your ass. Skip Bayless is a Pacquiao nut hugger. He tries to coach Pacquiao into saying certain shit when Pacquiao comes on this channel, and he tries to sneak diss certain fighters. And particularly any black fighter that goes against Manny Pacquiao. So, fuck Skip Bayless. But for real, mark my words, if Manny Pacquiao gets his ass mollywopped by Keith Thurman, the excuses are going to come. Just like they made excuses for him, saying he'll fight Errol Spence, and then deciding to pick Keith Thurman instead. And I heard people trying to sneak diss and say shit about the LDBC and talk about, say, oh, I heard certain people, but I ain't going to say their name. Yeah, check this out. You better not say my name.